Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. This is Technique Tuesday, and today we are going to make a square number 18 from our 63 Easy to Crochet pattern stitches combined to make an Heirloom Afghan from the 1987 leaflet, and which was designed by Darla Sims. So we are going to make number 18 today. And it is called the woven relief stitch. So when we start this, we are going to chain 27. So we make a slip knot, put on your hook, and we're going to chain 27. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 27. And we are going to double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to turn my chain around and work in the back bumps of it, like I normally do. And we are going to double crochet in every stitch across. So 1 double crochet in each chain across, not stitch. These are chains we're working in. So this is row 1. This square will be done in rows, like most of the squares that we had started in the beginning. The last few squares, I think the last 3 squares, we did in a round. But this one's going to be done in rows. At the end of this row, you should have 25 stitches. 25 double crochets at the end of this row. And there we are. So this row looks like this. Okay, so from here we are going to chain 1 and turn. And now we are going to work in posts. And that's why we're chaining 1 and not 3. So we are going to do a front post double crochet, and so we're going to go around this first one right here, going in around the post like you're going to put a belt around the double crochet. And there's 1. We need 6 of these. So we're going to do 6 front post double crochets. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to do a back post double crochet. So you're going to go around the back and around that next double crochet and put a back post double crochet. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do 5 front post double crochets. And then then we're going to put a back post. So now we're going to do 5 front post. There's 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to put a back post. And now we're going to do 5 more front post. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we need a back post. And then I think you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. The last 6 are front post. Like we started out with 6 front post, we want to end with 6 front post. And this chain 3 right here is a double crochet. So put a front post around that chain 3. Alright, and that is what it looks like thus far. Okay, so now that was row 2, and now we're going to do row 3, and we're going to chain 1 and turn. So this is the front. So when you're on your odd row, that is the front. So this is actually the front of your square. So that's actually what it's supposed to look like. So chain 1, and now we're going to work 3 back posts. So we're going to work 3 back posts. So that means we're working around this double crochet that we made around that. So 3 back posts. So we got to go to the back and bring that up like that. And now we need 2 more back posts. And now we need 1 front post. Okay. And then I'm thinking is 5 back posts after that. So now we're going to do 5 back posts. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're going to put a front post in. Okay, and now we're going to do 5 back posts again. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every third one is that front post from the last row, and we're going to turn it into a back post. All right, so now we need a front post, and then 5 more back posts. So there's 1, 2, well, it may help if I get that right, 3, 4, 5. And now we're going to do a front post. And you're going to end up with 3 back posts because we started out with 3 back posts. So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and this is what it looks like thus far. Alright, now what we'll do then is we will repeat rows 2 and 3 until I'm going to do 2 and 3 with you one more time, and then I'm going to turn you loose. But you repeat it until, if your square is 7 inches this way, then your square needs to be 7 inches that way. So, or whatever your square is. Let's see. So we're going to chain 1 again, and we're back to 2. So now we're going to do 5 or 6 front posts. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 back post. Okay, and then we're going to do 5 front posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we need a back post. And now we'll do 5 more front posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we'll do a back post. And at the end you should have 6 front posts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and that was row 2 that we just repeated, and that is how square should look on the front. So now we're doing row 3. Every time you do row 3, you should be on the front of this. Every time you do row 3. So let's chain 1, and now we're going to do 3 back posts. So we're going to do this back post here, which is this you do not want to forget this very first stitch right here, okay, because that is your very first stitch. Now we are going to do 3 of these back posts, because this is number 3, and then we're going to put a front post on the 4th one. Okay, now we're going to do 5 back posts. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do a front post. And then we're going to do 5 back post again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do a front post in the next one, and then we're going to do 5 more back posts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do a front post, and then you should have 3 back posts left at the end. So there's 1, 2, wow, what happened with that? 3. Okay, so this is what it looks like. You just keep repeating 2 and 3, and when you're on row 2, you're on the back side. When you're on row 3, you're on the front side. Okay, keep repeating that until your square is a square. Like I said, if it's 7 inches this way, it needs to be 7 inches this way. And then I'm going to let you go to finish up your square, and then I will be back to show you how to do the border. Alright, so I've got the other one connected. My square was 8 inches across, 8 inches down. So it all depends on what size squares you're making, and that all depends on you, actually. So, and your tension. So I chained 1. I'm going to put 2 single crochets in this first stitch right here. Alright. And this is the front side that should be facing you. Okay. So now I'm just going to put a single crochet in each stitch across. Until I get to the last stitch. And in the last stitch, which is right here, we're going to put 2 single crochets, chain 2, and 2 single crochets. Now we're going to go down the side. So we're just going to put 1 single crochet, and that one. Let me see. Alright, so we should have 23 stitches in between the corners. That's not counting the corners. So we're going to try to get 23 stitches down the side here. So there's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put 2 in this one. 4. 5. 1 in that one, 2 in this one, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I put 2 in that last one. I'm putting 1 in this one. so far. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I'm going to put 2 in this next one. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then the rest, 21, 22, 'Wait a minute, I didn't do that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We're at 21. And then 22 and 23. So what we're trying to do is get 23 stitches down that side evenly. So it's not every other one that you're putting 2 in. So you just, try to count it out that you're trying to get 23 stitches down the side. Because I have 23 stitches here, I want 23 stitches here. So now we're at this first stitch over here where we started from the chain. And we're going to put 2 single crochets in that stitch, chain 2, and 2 more single crochets in that same stitch. Alright, and now we're just going to put a single crochet in every chain across because we're down to bottom where we chained. Alright, until we get to the last stitch. And then we're just going to do that corner again. Oh, there's my baby. She's woken up. What are you doing, pumpkin? What are you doing, pumpkin? Huh? Let me move that out of the way. You can lay there beside me while I'm finishing this up. Alright. Finish this up here. And of course there should be 23 stitches in between the corners. And then I have this corner right here. So we're 2 single crochet, chain 2, 2 single crochet. And now I'm going to try to get 23 down the side like I did on the other side. So there's 1. And then in this one I'm going to put 2. So there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I'm going to put 2 in this one. 10, 11, 12, 13, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and there we go. Last 3, 23. And I'm back here again at this corner, and I'm going to put 2 single crochets in this corner because I only started this corner out as 2 single crochets, and I'm going to half double crochet in the first of this first single crochet to make that corner. And there you go. So there's that. Alright, then the next thing we're going to do we're going to do our, we need, let me see, where's those? I need my stitch markers. There they are. Alright. I'm going to put a stitch marker in these 4 corners before we go any further. Alright, now, so we've got stitch markers in the corners, and I'm going to start out with putting slip stitch in this first stitch in the front loop. So we're going to very loosely slip stitch around the square in the front loop only. And if your slip stitch is tight, then I suggest that you go up 1 hook size to do these slip stitches. Or you can just forget about the slip stitches and do the whole thing as another row of single crochets. However you want to do that. I like adding on this little decorative border. But yeah, you could skip this part if you wanted, and then fast forward it to the next part, and then just do as I do on the next part. Alright, so we are slip stitching. I skipped over that chain 2 space, that corner, which is the reason why I put this in here. So whenever I go back around, I will be able to find those corners. Are you singing my favorite song? Huh? She's laying over here purring. About a week ago, we got a little, well, a female. She's going to be 8 years old on August 14th. And her name is Pumpkin, Punkin. And she's an orange tiger cat. But she's so pretty. I saved her from the shelter. One of the ladies at the Bristol could not take her. She had to move out, and she was not allowed to take her with her. So I ended up with Pumpkin. She wanted to know if I could keep her, and I said, yeah, I'll take her home. So I've been wanting a cat for a while now, and I've known this cat for 2 years, and she's such a loving cat. She's not like a lot of female cats. You know, there are some female cats that they could care less whether you exist. And she's such a loving cat, and all she wants to do is lay in my lap while I crochet, and I just love her to death. So we've had her for about a little bit over a week now, about a week and a half. And she's settled in pretty good. It's okay, Pumpkin. That's just outside. The dog is barking outside. There's no dog in here. She thinks that dog is in here. Alright, so I'm skipping over the chain 2 spaces, and I just keep going all the way around it. One more side to go. Skipping over this chain 2 space and going over to the next stitch across. And keep going. Alright, we're almost done here, almost all the way around it. Is that the one? Yeah. I think I have one more stitch right there. Or did I? Wait a minute. Those are slip stitches I'm trying to get into. That's why they got tight. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. Alright, that was the end. I wondered why those stitches got tight all of a sudden. Alright. So, we're all the way around. And I'm going to slip stitch into the first slip stitch that I made. Alright, so now I'm going to pull up this chain 2 space right here. And I'm going to go in there. So I could take this off, this stitch marker. Take it off. And we are going to put 3 single crochets inside that chain 2 space. And now we're going to go into the back loops. We're going to pull these forward right here. I'm going to find the first back loop of that first stitch. And we're just going to put single crochets in those back loops. We slip stitched into the front loops, and now we're going to single crochet into the back loops. And we'll go all the way across until we find the next chain 2 space. And you're going to put 3 single crochets in all the corners, which is your chain 2 spaces, and 1 single crochet in all the back loops. Alright, so now we're going to take this out and go into there, and I'm putting 3 single crochets in this chain 2 space. And then you're going to continue all the way around like that. So then you'll find the next stitch, the next back loop stitch right there. If you turn this, you will see it. You'll see your slip stitches, and then you'll see that back loop. And you'll just go right into that back loop and keep going until you get all the way around. And then you're going to slip stitch to the very first single crochet over here, and this square will be done. So, I really like the look of this square. That's really neat. And that square is the square number 18, called the woven relief stitch square. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed this square as much as I did. And until I see you the next time, thank you for watching, and bye-bye now.